Hey YouTubers, just took delivery of a new John Deere Z930M 60-inch cut mower today. First time I've owned a zero-turn mower. I've used them a few times that other people owned. This is the first one that I've owned. Had to buy one because, as you can tell, I've got about 5 acres of grass to cut. Down here by the creeks is at our mountain home. It's about 5 acres total. I got down here kind of on the low side, out of the wind a little bit. It's kind of windy today, so you could hear better. Anyway, took delivery of this today, and I was originally looking at Kubotas and Exmarks, and didn't really consider a John Deere. I guess the reason being is, I believe the old saying that John Deere green stands for more money, but I come to find that that's not true. There were several features of the John Deere, if you're considering buying a zero turn, that I liked. One of the features that I liked was, of course, I got a Kawasaki engine in it, which, several of the other ones offer Kawasaki's too, which is a good engine. But one of the reasons that I liked it is this right here, a 7-gauge steel cutting deck. And I was looking at a Kubota 700 series and comparing with this John Deere. Another thing that I like is I like the brake. It's got just a regular, the old-timey or brake release, whereas the Kubota, it was up on the deck, and there was 2 buttons, one to raise the deck, and then you had another small pedal that you had to press to lock the brake. And I didn't really like that. You kind of had to use both feet to do it. Another thing that I really liked about it was the deck wheels. On the Kubotas, there's 3 deck wheels. There's one in the center front and one on either side in the front, but there were none in the rear. And I didn't like that because scalping going over some bumpy terrain. All this has been pasture and cut for hay for several years before we bought and built up here. So kind of went along with it. You can see in the distance there's about a 65-acre hay field out the other side of the fence line. This was all part of that. But I like that feature of the rear deck wheels. If you go over a little hump, you've got something that kind of supports the back end of it, instead of it dragging or not floating over the terrain. But I want to give it a try, and I think I'm going to be really happy with it. I'll let you know when I get through.